Yep, we're live.
What's up, live?
Hi,
What's up, Facebook?
how you doing?
So good.
Me too.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're way good.
I'm so glad. All right. So
So,
I want to
you,
ask you something.
yeah.
Yeah,
What do you want to ask me?
I want to ask you about pillow protectors.
Hot
How do
topic.
I use protection?
Hot. That's funny. Hot topic. Yeah, it's kind of
Yes.
funny. It's funny how much I've got one sitting right here. And I'll open it in a second. But one of the things that's crazy is how proud I am of this incredibly simple item in terms of what it took to design it and get it right so that it doesn't really screw up the way that the pillows feel.
Hmm.
So it took longer than I thought, but I wanted to make sure that the pillow protector, which the pillow goes into to help make the pillow last longer, didn't screw up the original design of the pillow. So yeah, it's embarrassing to be so proud of a pillow protector, but yeah, it's true. And
It's
pillow
okay.
protectors have zippers and pillowcases don't. So just to make sure that everyone's clear on, what is what, right? Because everyone perceives that if it protects the pillow, it's a protector, but technically speaking, protectors have zippers and cases don't.
Okay. So how would a pillow protector mess up a pillow?
So if they're not the right size, so one
Okay.
thing is if they're not the right size, so that they're not dimensionally accurate to whatever the finished good is that we build that the pillow is going to go into. So that'll screw them up. So then they'll sleep firmer than they're supposed to be. And then, of course, how well the cotton or the textile that we use for the protector breathes so that during the compression cycle, meaning when you put your head on it, that it doesn't create a puffiness to the pillow so that there's no air getting trapped in there. It's allowing the pillow to breathe. Because believe it or not, pillows actually breathe, and they breathe just much slower than you and I do. But every time you put your head on the pillow and then lift your head up, that's almost like a breath because it's taking in the air as it expands again to its normal pillowy shape. That's kind of what's happening. So yeah,
That's a great visual. I never thought about it like that, that it's
yeah,
actually breathing.
it really
So,
is. You just may breathe, I don't know, maybe 30 times a night, however many times you pick your head up and off the
right.
pillow, up and down, but that's kind of the equivalent of a pillow breath, if you will.
All right. That's really cool. So, how is a pillow protector going to help my pillow and not mess it up?
Well, I wrote this article and did a video a long time ago about the things that destroy pillows, and one of them is compression, which obviously we can't do anything about. That's when you put
Mhm.
your head on the pillow and you use it. So, that one's kind of off the table. But as it relates to the other things that destroy pillows, um, the other two big ones are the oils from your skin, and
Mm.
that oil can be technically from your skin. Everybody has a slightly different chemical pH, chemical balance. So some people get more sleep in their eyes in the mornings where they have, stuff inside their tear ducts and stuff. And some people have just more oily skin than others. That's just, everyone's a little bit different. But we have night bathers who then wash their hair and then
Hmm.
think their hair is dry, but it's actually only dry relative to your touch, but it's not fully and completely dry. So then you end up on a pillow with wet hair, even though it feels dry to the touch, it's not completely dry. And then night bathers have a tendency to put, they'll add like lotions and creams and stuff like that so they smell good before they go to bed, which is great. I mean, I'm all for it, but you just have to understand that there is an impact potentially on your pillow. So the oils from lotions and from your skin, and then the worst one of all is actually just water, and that's just a
Mm.
function of moisture. So as you breathe, obviously you're exhaling, and there's humidity. Um,
Hmm.
and water associated with that. And then
Sweat.
sweat. Unfortunately, people don't realize that they sweat like a liter of water a night.
Yeah.
So, for anybody who's ever weighed themselves in the morning and then noticed that that's the lightest they've been all day, it's not an accident because you actually lost water weight overnight. So you wake up in the morning and you're just lighter, but the water went somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So the water went to, you know, perspiration or your hair or humidity in the room or if you sleep with the windows open. But I never really buy into the humidity in the room theory because everyone that buys our products typically has the this incredibly robust piece of technology called an air conditioner. It allows them to control the temperature of the room, and in many ways manages the humidity levels kind of as a function of chilling of the air. But it's usually it's usually we are the ones, the culprits that break down a pillow that require us to need a protector.
Right. So if I'm seeing yellow on a pillow or on the the mattress cover,
Right.
it's not anything. It's almost a normal thing that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I tell people, look, there's nothing I can do about the fact that stuff is going to yellow. It's not an if, it's a when. The question is, how can you control it and push it off for as long as possible? That's why we refurbish pillows, but that's also why we recommend and say that using a pillow protector is quite possibly one of the most important things that you can do, because it adds the longevity to the pillow. But the challenge, and if you manufacture and source and cut and sew your own pillow protectors, the issue becomes, how do you do that in a way that doesn't change the way that you spent all the money and time and effort designing the fill weights and the fill powers and the cottons and the textures and the air permeability studies for the cotton? I mean, it's just, you can screw them up. Newsflash, pillows are hard. They're not super easy, but it's fun. It is.
Pillows are hard. That's kind of a pun.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. If you're waiter. That's right. Yeah.
So can you show us a pillow protector so we can see what that looks like?
Yeah, so we actually have two pillow protectors. This is the Snuggle Soft pillow protector. So this is a traditional pearl white shell that goes and complements all of our Snuggle Soft pillows. And then it also works with all the other pillows, all the sleep pillows that are rectangles, but it's white and pearl white. And a lot of people like that, versus this is the certified organic Natural Nights protector. And this one's ivory colored. And it complements the Natural Nights collection and the pillows that go with that, because that's a certified organic, all natural product. So we'll crack this guy open first. Yeah. Woo. So brand new. Yeah. This is, we're sacrificing an open, it's like Christmas, different.
Kind of. Yeah. In January.
That's exactly right. All right. So here she is.
Oh, I like the sound of it. It just sounds crisp.
It is super crisp.
Yeah.
I like the fold lines.
Yes, I do too.
Strange things to like. But not that you can see it, but it's double row stitched around the perimeter. It's something that we do with all of our finished goods, because it just makes them look a little bit more elegant, but it also adds a lot of longevity to the product. And then, of course, the satin corded edge. I love satin corded edges because they just, it's a binding around the perimeter that helps connect the two pieces of fabric that make the protector itself, which it's kind of hard to see.
There you go. Yeah. See if you can hold it up to the camera just a little.
Where you can kind of.
Yeah, we can almost got it.
You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Oh, that's a little bit better.
Yeah. I can see 2 rows.
Yeah. So it comes in, yeah. And then, of course, we have our little down a feather slash there. But yeah, for all intent and purposes, here's the zipper.
Okay.
Yes, I went with a really expensive zipper because they need to be, they can't break down, right? I mean, people.
Right.
So technically, you're supposed to wash your you're supposed to wash your bed linens every weekend. Your pillowcases, your protectors, your fitteds, your flats, and your duvets.
Hot tip.
Hot tip. It's one of the ways that you make your textiles last longer and prevent them from yellowing, strangely enough. So with that in mind, knowing full well that people are going to be zipping and unzipping this every weekend to get their pillow in and out of it, yeah, we didn't skimp there either. So we used a very high-end pillow protector and zipper. So that's the wonderful Snuggle Soft pillow protector that's going to help, that you can wash, till your heart's content, and then it'll help protect and add longevity to your pillow.
Now, can I use that one with the original feather pillow, the blue and white striped pillow?
Highly recommended.
Nice.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
So it's part of the Snuggle Soft collection, but it'll fit any of our rectangular sleep pillows.
Okay.
It seems to be, everyone seems to understand and know that it's, it's funny, right? 99 out of 100 women or female implied orders, they add a pillow protector. The women know. Ladies know inherently. The opposite of that, unfortunately, is that men typically forget to order pillow protectors. They just don't.
Okay, so men, watch this
Right.
video.
Yeah. So if in some bizarre, strange way you want to impress your significant other, notice and remember to get a pillow protector with your pillow order, and they'll be like, "Did you remember to get a pillow protector?" You don't have to tell them that we sent you an email the day after that said, "Hey, did you forget?" So,
Hey, and I think we have something special going on right now, do we not? With the pillow protectors?
Yeah, that's great. So right now what we're doing is we're giving away a free pillow protector with a pillow purchase. So, the goal is the down inside the pillows is going to outlast and outlive both of us. It can be refurbished, it can be cleaned, it can be washed, and it will last basically forever. The cotton and the shell, unfortunately, just because of the friction and the use and the wear and tear and the coming in and out of a pillow protector and all that stuff, they just don't live forever. They won't last forever. So it's one of the reasons why we have the refurbishment program after how many ever years you want to do refurbishment. But the reality is that the goal is to keep them from yellowing and to make them last as long as possible, and that's what the protector's for. And we're giving them away with a sleep pillow purchase.
Yeah.
You just got to add it to your bag. You got to remember to add it to your bag, and then it zeroes it out, and then it goes from $45 to free. But you got to add the pillow that's associated with it, or else, because some people try to add pillow protectors to purchases of Euro pillows. Well, they don't match. It's like
got
they
it.
Won't fit.
Okay.
So we had to create some logic so that people wouldn't make that crazy mistake.
So it's a buy one, get one.
It is a BOGO. That's right.
Yes, BOGO.
We don't do BOGOs. I know we don't do a lot of we don't do a lot of BOGOs, but this BOGO has been very successful. I think it's interesting too because it helps facilitate the guys not forgetting, but it also helps the fact that a lot of our female customers know and want them, and know that they're needed relative to using them with their new pillows. So. Yeah.
Cool. So again, there's no promo code with it. It's just I'm going to add a pillow to my cart, and then I'm going to add the pillow protector to my cart, and then the price just magically goes to free.
It automatically
yes
goes to zero for the protector, but it won't go to zero until you add the pillow.
Right. And then is shipping free?
If your order's over $150, it absolutely is. So any order over $150 will be shipping for free. But the other thing too is a lot of the pillow protectors ship separately, right? So sometimes even though we let customers know that in the email confirmation, sometimes they get a little confused because they do ship separately, because the pillow protectors are not inexpensive. They're actually very expensive.
Okay.
And so what we've done is, what I did was I consolidated all of the pillow protectors to ship out of one location versus out of each of the separate. We have 3 locations that we ship from. So we center ship them. We centralize the shipping for that protector so that they don't wander off, and so that they don't get mistaken and whatever. So
that makes sense. So if I order a feather pillow and a pillow protector, they are going to come separate.
Yes, and they're going to come in different methods, because we ship all the pillow protectors via the post office. So they come in kind of a bubble wrapped bag. And then all the pillows ship in their own individual boxes.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cool.
What other interesting things have come up about? It's kind of crazy how long you can talk about something that seems so benign, like a pillow protector, and they get a lot of traffic. There's a lot of email traffic and a lot of call center traffic around pillow protectors, which is it's strange and funny, but I'm appreciative of the fact that people notice and recognize their importance. So,
well, honestly, until I met you, I never knew they existed. So there you have it.
Or the ability to differentiate, right? Because pillow protectors have zippers and pillowcases don't, and yet at the end of the day, you typically need to use both of those on your pillow.
Yeah. So, it's made a world of difference for me. So
that's right. That's exactly. Well, I appreciate you bringing it up.
Yeah, no problem.
Any other awesome questions about pillow protectors? How long did we gab about pillow protectors? Good God.
I'm not sure. I didn't actually time it.
No, that's all right. But yeah, it's crazy.
This was fun. Thanks for chatting with me about it.
Thank you. I appreciate you letting me put a finer point on pillow protectors.
Yes. So have a great weekend. It is Friday. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You guys are the best.
We'll talk soon.
That's right. We'll do this again.
Yes.
That's right.
Soon.
Cheers.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Love that phrase. We just dated ourselves relative to us watching, like some remote channel on some hidden part of the dial when we were younger, watching Wonder Woman and Batman and.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Saturday morning Super Friends?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
Eating cereal, getting up before everybody else when there was snow on the TV and you had to wait till it came on.
I want a spoon so bad that says serial killer on it.
Yes.
Don't send them in, people. I'm just saying. I can get one.
And spelling's important with that one. Just saying.
Seriously.
All right.
All right, you're the best.
Let's go.
Thanks,
okay. Bye.
Bye.